Most people think writing task 1 general training is about good English, good grammar, good vocabulary, maybe a few fancy phrases, and then they still get stuck at band 6. Not because their English is weak, but because their letter is not a letter. Because in general training task 1, the examiner is not asking, is your English impressive? They're asking, did you write the right kind of letter? So in this video, we'll do something simple and practical. I'll show you what actually gets you band 7 plus in general training task 1. And then we'll write a full letter together, step by step, using a blueprint you can reuse on almost any question. No memorized sentences, just clear writing that hits the checklist. And by the end, you'll know exactly what to write in each paragraph, what tone to use, and how to keep your letter easy to follow. By the way, I'm Ethan. Grab a notebook and a pencil, and let's start. First, here is the exact question we'll write today. Your neighbors have recently written to you to complain about the noise from your house or flat. Write a letter to your neighbors. In your letter, explain the reasons for the noise, apologize, describe what action you will take, and write at least 150 words. All right, so what actually gets you band 7 plus? Band 7 plus in task 1 general training is not about sounding advanced. It's about doing 5 things properly. First, cover every bullet point and develop it. If the task gives you 3 bullet points, you write 3 clear paragraphs. And you don't just mention the points. You add 1 or 2 extra lines, a detail, a time frame, a reason, a next step. That's what develop means. Second, tone match. You're writing to neighbors, so the tone is semi-formal, respectful, calm, and responsible. Not legal, not too formal, not casual. And tone is so important that my next video after this one is only about tone in general training letters, because that's where people quietly lose points. The third thing is clear flow. The examiner should feel like your letter is easy to read. You first write your purpose line, then point 1, and point 2, point 3, clean and readable. Next point is accuracy beats complexity. A simple, correct sentence easily beats a complicated sentence with errors. So don't show off. Use grammar you can actually handle under exam pressure. And the fifth criteria is simple professional language. Good letters are not full of memorized phrases. They are clear, they're polite and specific. And that's what sounds natural. And that's what scores. So here's your checklist. Develop the bullets, match the tone, keep it easy to follow, stay accurate, and stay simple. Now, let me show you the blueprint. 1 bullet point equals 1 paragraph. So here's the layout. Salutation, dear da da da. Purpose line, why you're writing the letter, 1 to 2 lines. Body 1, which responds to bullet point 1, body paragraph 2, which is written about bullet point 2, and body paragraph 3 for bullet point 3. Then the closing line, which is a polite wrap up, and the complimentary close, and your name, like kind regards, Ethan. That's it. If you follow this format, you automatically get coherence, you cover the task, and you stop wasting time. Now, let's write the actual letter. The first step is salutation plus purpose line. Dear neighbors, I'm writing in response to your message about the noise coming from my flat recently. I'm very sorry for the disturbance, and I'd like to explain what has been happening and what I will do to prevent it from continuing. The first part has one job. Set the context fast. You're basically saying, I got your message, I understand, and I'm dealing with it. And notice the tone, calm, semi-formal. Phrases like in response to your message, the disturbance, I'd like to explain. They sound polite and neutral, not emotional, not defensive. Keep this part short. If your opening turns into a whole paragraph, you'll start drifting and your word count will explode. A good target for the whole letter is around 160 to 190 words. The next step is body paragraph 1, which is the reasons for the noise. Over the past week, I've been assembling some new furniture and rearranging a few heavy items, which unfortunately created more noise than I expected, especially in the evenings. In addition, I had a family member staying with me for a couple of days, and we were not as careful as we should have been when moving things around. This paragraph has one job. Bullet point one, reason plus small detail. And the easiest way to develop is give it a time frame, give it a specific cause, and one extra detail. Here I start with over the past week. That tells them it's not forever, it's a short period. Then I give two clear causes, furniture plus a visitor. And look at these phrases. Unfortunately, more noise than I expected, especially in the evenings, not as careful as we should have been. Those are not fancy, they're just natural sentences. And this is exactly where collocations help. Not because collocations are magic, but because they make your writing sound normal. I'll make a separate video soon on collocations, and I'll give you collocation sets for different general training letter types so you can build a phrase bank without memorizing whole letters. Step 3 is writing body paragraph 2, which is the apology. Please accept my sincere apologies for any inconvenience this has caused. I understand that unexpected noise at home can be frustrating, particularly after a long day, and I appreciate you letting me know so I could address it quickly. This paragraph has one job, bullet point 2. It's a strong apology, then one sentence that shows you understand them. Notice the tone again. Please accept my sincere apologies, any inconvenience this has caused. I understand that. I appreciate you letting me know. This is polite adult writing. And by the way, when I say control in writing, I don't mean robotic. I mean you choose language you can handle cleanly without mistakes. In a separate video, I'll break down the idea of having control over your structures in your writing, because I think understanding this idea alone can move your writing score. So go watch that video if it's already up. The next step is body paragraph 3, which is the action plan. From now on, I will keep any noisy activity to daytime hours and avoid moving furniture after 8 p.m. I will also place felt pads under chairs and table legs to reduce sound. And I'll make sure any visitors follow the same rules. If the noise has been worse on certain days or at specific times, please let me know and I will be extra careful. This is the most important paragraph for scoring, because this is where the examiner thinks, okay, this person didn't just apologize, they fixed it. A strong action paragraph usually has one clear boundary, like quiet hours, one practical solution, reducing sound in this case, one cooperative line, tell me sensitive times, and the language stays simple but strong. From now on, avoid moving furniture to reduce sound, make sure, please let me know. Also, you should avoid using weak promises like I'll try. Use realistic and confident promises. The next step is closing plus complimentary close. And your name. My closing line is thank you for your understanding. Please feel free to contact me if the problem continues. Kind regards, Ethan. The closing has one job: to end politely and leave the door open. Kind regards is a safe, semi formal choice for neighbors, which is friendly and not cold. And let's look at the full letter. Dear neighbors, I'm writing in response to your message about the noise coming from my flat recently. I'm very sorry for the disturbance, and I'd like to explain what has been happening and what I will do to prevent it from continuing. Over the past week, I've been assembling some new furniture and rearranging a few heavy items, which unfortunately created more noise than I expected, especially in the evenings. In addition, I had a family member staying with me for a couple of days, and we were not as careful as we should have been when moving things around. Please accept my sincere apologies for any inconvenience this has caused. I understand that unexpected noise at home can be frustrating, particularly after a long day, and I appreciate you letting me know so I could address it quickly. From now on, I will keep any noisy activity to daytime hours and avoid moving furniture after 8 p.m. I will also place felt pads under chairs and table legs to reduce sound, and I'll make sure any visitors from follow the same rule. If the noise has been worse on certain days or at specific times, please let me know and I will be extra careful. Thank you for your understanding. Please feel free to contact me if the problem continues. Kind regards, Ethan. All right, let's recap quickly. If you want Band 7 Plus in General Training Task 1, stop chasing advanced English. Cover every bullet point and develop each one with a detail or time frame. Match the tone of your letter to the relationship you have with that person. Keep the flow clean. Purpose line, point one, point two, point three. And don't forget, accuracy beats complexity. Simple professional language always wins. And remember the structure of your letter: salutation, purpose line, three bullet paragraphs, and closing line, kind regards, and name. Now, if you want extra practice, take the same structure and rewrite this letter with a different reason for the noise. Renovations, maybe a new baby, night shift, but keep the tone semi-formal and calm. Don't miss my videos on tone in general training and the collocations for different types of general training letters, and also the concept of control in your writing, either general training, academic. And if this video helped, like the video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next one.